gonna start this off with the Shadow Strike. There are 2 charges up on the Spirit Siphon though, so they're gonna need to burst him. If he gets one off, they might have to disengage, but they get the lift. Then the drop comes through, and he's a bit late there on the very far end. Spirit Siphon though gets EGM. He ends up getting the first blood. Jules to the rescue. Potato turning it. It looks like it's gonna be a 2 for no. The lane ward, the pings are coming out. NP into the tree line, and well, they're gonna find the Bristleback here first. Way down to the south is Gandalf, but they've managed to cage the Armadillo, and they roll on with the spin. They grab another kill on the core. Meanwhile, mid lane as well. The action continues in earnest. Raging Potato, no support to help him out with the Spirit Siphon. Enough for now, eventually does go down, so it's a 1-for-1.
Be very, very good this game.
Oh, they won Bacareno. He's up pretty far here. And the flank has been prepared. They've got a Queen of Pain, Sonic Wave ready to go, and they're just gonna unwind on him. NP down.
This 5, Alliance can't easily fight into them. You roll someone, there's potential for a snowball pickup to save them. So you can't reliably get that first at the start of a fight, and that means that engaging the Mineski is very difficult.
They're gonna snowball. Speaking of which, onto Ake, takes the Walrus Punch, then the spin, and Ake goes down. Then they manage to block Loda back. Raging Potato wants a piece of that action. But for a game of chicken, come home, Alliance. Your base is in trouble. Home is under siege. And meanwhile, mid, Alliance also sieging. They're going high ground too. Who's gonna push faster here? We'll have to see. They work on it, but Bulldog does get caught by a snowball. There's the Walrus Punch as well. The tower's down, and Juggernaut spinning his way onto Bulldog. They're trying to bring down the beast faster. Goes for the TP out. Ain't gonna happen. The Necro 3 online now. And Alliance creeping forward, but Mineski appear to be wise to this. They do have the ward. They see it coming.
They want to fight while X is on cooldown, but at the same time, initiating on Death Property as an Aegis, not ideal.
Oh, they are going to head up the hill. They find Jules first. That's a little bit sweeter, but Bimbo's got off a really nice nuke there from the Bale, and now they move on to Bulldog. The Exorcism coming. He's got a double Spirit Siphon. They cannot fight him head on. They're trying to kill off the backliners, but they've already lost 2. Big cores hitting the deck, and Loda coming next. EGM shutdown. That's going to be 3. Mineski pushing for 4. Loda might be next. Just need one more auto attack. He turns his back. He heads for the hills. The wave of terror's there. They get him in the sprout. They need that bench stun to complete it. The Quill stack up, but it's not enough. It's 4 down. Necro will finish off one lingering Mineski hero, while Bimbo chases forward. That's 1 angry Potato. He does the Yules. Doesn't need it. It's a wipe. Mineski cleaning up there. This one head on, and we do see Bulldog wrapping around for the flank. Any second now, the Beastmaster could get the jump, but do Mineski realize they throw out the shards? They knew he was there. They did a vision behind them, and they snowball. Yeah. Kill that pig.
The important thing for Mineski is not to get caught on the retreat. With Exorcism wearing off.
Speaking of which, there is a Manta up here on Ben-Hur, so he's absolutely fine against the Sorkin, and they continue to chase Bulldog. A bit lucky there, or unlucky with the shards rather, for Jules. And to the north side, the Queen of Pain ult comes through, but Raging Potato relatively healthy. Ben-Hur on the run. The Ghost chasing him back. Very discombobulated from Mineski. They are going to lose the Potato potentially here. Throws out the Yules, but Jules will fall. It could be him next as the stolen Exorcism goes to work. EGM completely wrecking Mineski. 3 hitting the deck. They're working on it. The scan did come out, and they frantically scramble towards the pit. The Nature's Prophet has the teleport into the pit, ready to go. The entire Mineski squad are just bulldozing in already. Raging Potato has popped the ultimate, but he gets pushed onto the high ground by Ake. Not completely caught out, but is isolated from the fight, and they manage to get the Aegis here. As for Loda now feeling very confident to move in. There's the roll forward on the Bulldog. Raging Potato still working, but it's on to Loda. He's very tanky. Not an easy hero to bring down another Spirit Siphon. He shrugs it off. This Crimson Guard doing work as Bacareno will end up going down. The Nature's Prophet hits the deck, and Mineski, they do see some stragglers here, but they're very tanky ones, Scott. Can they really kill off Loda? This Bristleback is not an easy grab. They're going to try. They silence S4. They roll onto him. They turn for the Queen of Pain. She's caught out. One more swipe. There's the Aegis down, but EGM sitting on the backside of this fight, just looking for spell steals, looking for a way to salvage it. S4 blinking back, and Mineski chasing forward. The Sprout ends up emptying them in. EGM keeping them out of the fight, and Loda desperately juking through the trees, getting nuked down bit by bit. They finally, almost, not quite. They want to slay that beast, but he's still alive in the trees. These quills are too much. Kill that Armadillo, Mineski. There they go. Finally bringing him down, but it comes at cost. They've spent so long on the Bristle that Alliance get to clean up a few on the back lines. It ends up being 4 Mineski heroes dead. Look for that tier 2 top, but screw that, they say. We see an opening here. about 20-30 seconds before the exorcism's even up, and they jump on S4, but he pops the BKB. He silences Ben-Hur, lifting him up. Roar is there, but there's the swap from Cass to try and save him. S4 hunting deep. Can he get the kill? Ben-Hur's angry. He wants some vengeance. Can't find it though. They've already lost the bench.
Have the treant there, and that's
it's gonna disappear soon though, and they may be forced to move in. Alliance, they poke.
No smokes available. They'll be walking right past the dire vision.
They're running up the hill. They're scouted by that dire ward. They're streaming towards the pit. Alliance setting up the ambush. It's going to be a good keeper of the light nuke to start. And they've caught out the Raging Potato. They have to save this Death Prophet. They snowball her forward into the middle of the entire Alliance squad. Juggernaut's on the rescue. The Exorcism going back the other way. EGM, though, fairly squishy. Has to be careful not to go down. Mineski lurching in, eager for combat as S4 looks for the flank. He is going to get eyes here on Bacarino. The silence coming out, trying to burst down the NP. They do kill up EGM. Stolen Exorcism gone, and Loda could be next. Not quite finished off though, just so damn tanky, but they slow him down again. There's the perk from the jug. Mineski have made it too. Buyback available on that bristle if they want to pop it. Bulldog in the trees, make it 3 for Mineski. A fresh sprout, waiting for that next round of Treant. Slow and steady for Mineski, but they do have the Blink Abyssal in the jug, so at any moment he could go for an assassination here, and Exorcism is now committed. They rush forward onto Loda. There's the punch. Spinning on him, laying into it with the ghost. They want to kill Loda, and by golly, they will, but the Nature's Prophet is the cost. So far, 1 for 1, and they've got the power play now as Loda buys back. Mineski looks like they may need to retreat. They've also lost their Aegis. Raging Potato, steady his ground, but a beautiful blinding light by Octane pushes them away from the team. Ben-Hur's back in. Potato wants to be as well. If they can kill Loda, that's a dieback. But there comes S4, unwinding with the Sonic Wave. Will slay another Death Prophet down for 70. Alliance holding and returning fire. There's the Shivas. The goo comes out, and down goes the third. Mineski have overplayed their hand.
So by surprise, and suddenly it's Alliance on the high ground, who looking to break back and take a lane of racks for themselves.
Yeah, he animation canceled it a couple of times there, wanted to ensure that it snags a kill, and indeed here it did. As Loda gets caught out, remember, that's the dieback if he goes down. It's very important they keep the bristleback alive, but fortunately, Loda is insanely tanky as he continues to deal with all of the nukes and attacks being thrown his way, and now the roar comes out onto Bacarino. Great swap back by Cash to save the day. Jules up in the air, Ben-Hur on the run, Alliance will go routing Mineski. They bring down 2. Mineski could be on their last legs here. Bulldog with the refresher finds the roar, but it's Raging Potato to the rescue. At least stops the bleeding for now, but they have lost that first and potentially decisive lane of racks. Mineski not out of it yet. They will get the Bulldog kill, down for 70.
Force out to use his buyback to force Mineski's engagement, but at the same time, heroes like Queen of Pain could potentially do that. Be smart if he gets to the goal to do that.
Again deployed, and the siege round billion commences. They swap to start this one off. Cash does catch out Loda. This could be the dieback. Alliance need him. He runs. The snowball's in deep, perhaps a bit too far. Bacarino's gonna pay. Jules has dragged him into trouble, but S4 is getting beaten down by Ben-Hur. Raging Potato in very deep. Remember, he's got buyback, but he really doesn't want to have to use it. The Exorcism goes. Again, they lay into Loda. Man, he's tanky, but snowball number 2, not enough. It actually falls a bit short. The shards trapped him in, but these 4 steps from Alliance, keeping them in the fight, keeping them in the game. Mineski have pretty much unloaded their entire arsenal, and they have to run again. Bench down, Tusk as well, dead for a minute. Will Mineski loot more? Dropping the silence here. Raging Potato, he tries for the TP out. Is there anything else to cancel this? No, siree.
Nice.
Into an incredibly long siege. The sigil flies high above the Mineski forces, and in comes Death Prophet. Once more under the breach. Will the 3rd time, maybe the 5th time be the charm? They started off with a swap. 4 steps of blinding light all over the place, but will be able to re-engage here. Still at full HP. Loda, though, really hurting. Even with the Spirit Slaking, Raging Potato struggling to bring him down. On the south side of the place, though, they have isolated S4. They're going to Omni Abyssal him into submission, but now Raging Potato drops. No buyback. The all-in is backfired. Alliance hold, and now they push out. Bulldog on the chase. He's got the Hawk flying high, hunting the Nature's Prophet through the trees. Goes for the self-sprout. Are they ready for this? They got the lift. They get the kill. Alliance have brought down 3, none of them with buyback. Sigil, that will drop first. But now the real structural damage can begin. Still 40 seconds without the Nature's Prophet. Death Prophet 10 seconds away. And even when she's back, she won't have the Exorcism for a couple more, but there's the Yule on the Jules. He's down. Alliance in the lower bracket fighting not only for their Manila major lives, but perhaps the TI Invite ones as well, are staying the course. They get the Spirit Siphon off on Loda. They continue to press forward. Raging Potato just surging into the entire enemy team here, but EGM sitting far back.
Mitch, but I mean, how much difference does a Desolator make? It's a bit of minus armor, a bit of physical damage, but that's, at the end of the day, what they need, as much physical damage as possible.
Well, Loda, they couldn't kill him once in the last fight, and now they've got to deal with S4 having two. Wall sitting in the back lines. He will get sprouted out for the time being. The Spirit Siphon doing a lot of work. EGM just sitting back, waiting for good spells to steal, and suddenly Loda's back up to full HP as they heal from the Keeper of the Light, continue to rein in. They punch S4 up in the air, but that's a hero they got to bring down, not once, but two times. They lose Jules. There's the Queen of Paydol, and they rush forward onto the Potato. Alliance get the Rage Rack. They might get more. Bimbo can't afford to die here, but die he will. Out for 80. He has a buyback, but he doesn't have an Exorcism, and this time Alliance might just skip and go straight for the throne. They had the stolen Exorcism once more. EGM lets it loose.
Oh my
Churning
God,
through Mineski buildings. Banging on the front door. Nobody's home for Mineski. They just can't withstand the onslaught. Loda just stands and fights, and Mineski can't take the punishment. Heroes are falling. Buildings are crumbling. The end times are here for the Filipino squad. Down goes the melee. The range is all that remains, and a frantic rat game begins. But Alliance know how to deal with that. The Nature's Prophet heads to the top side, but it's far too late, it feels. Alliance are just going to stick around mid. They can't even easily get a full lane of Rex top. Will Ben-Hur be able to turn the tides? He does get the stun off on S4, but S4 jumping away. And now they have managed to catch on the MP. Oh, actually gets the Bulldog kill. A pretty big one, but it's Megas Gods. It's all in time for Mineski here.
Yeah, I mean, Megas says it all. You get a Rax or two, it's not going to make that much of a difference. Bok is perhaps going to look for the EGM kill, but it's too late. He's committed, and Bulldog buying back.
And they're lurking on Aki. They do bring him down as well. That's two down, but another buyback is ready, and they haven't even chosen to spend it yet. Mineski just not getting structures off of these back and forth engagements. The kills are nice, but it's the buildings that win you the game, and so far Alliance have had the upper hand. This time though, Loda may actually drop two. That's going to be 3 heroes down.
Why do we need to defend? There is an exposed throne almost.
Do Mineski go for the enemy throne here? They're going to pop Exorcism. They're turning for Rax. It's just not happening fast enough for them.
LD.
Somebody has to go home, but sitting back to cancel TPs is EGM. Potato says screw it. It's all in on the throne. They said have only the toss to stall, but isn't really enough. The throne dropping. Quickly it falls, and S4 blinks to the left with one last throw of the dagger. Down goes the throne. And Alliance move on. They survive. Mineski eliminated here at the Manila Major in front of a hometown crowd. A brutal way to go out, but it does set the stage.